Dear students, today I am taking up the chapter number 13, Circle or Loop Preceding Initial Hook. Initial S or SWA or ST preceding a straight stroke hooked for R is expressed by writing the circle, small circle or big circle or loop on the same side as the R hook. For example, P or Y pry. Now you have to write SP or Y. How do you write pry for I diphthong? Now you have to write spry before per S sound is there. You write that circle the same side as R hook. So you write circus. So when we write the circle at the R hook side, the sound of R is added. If you write the circle here, it represents only spy. When you write that circle at the R hook side, the sound of R is added. It represents spry. Another example. Tray, tray. Now you have to write STRAY, stray. So before ter, there is S sound. You write that circle at the R hook side. Stray. If you write circle at the right side, what happens? It represents ST plus ST. When you write that circle at the R hook side, the sound of R is added. In the same way, schwa circle also. This is eater. Now you have to write sweeter. Here before ter, schwa sound is there. You write that big circle at the R hook side. It represents sweeter. If you write schwa at the right side, it represents only schwa sound. Schwa plus E plus T, sweet. When you write that big circle at the R hook side, the sound of schwa is added. In the same way, stilo. This is UTTER, utter. Now you have to write stutter. STUTTER. Before ter, there is ST sound. You write that stilo at the R hook side. In case of other hooked strokes, if the sound of S comes, then you have to show the hook and the circle separately. You should not do as in the case of straight stroke hooked for R. Example. This is apply. APPLY. Now you have to write supply. Before pal, S sound is there. You write circle, you look and P separately like this. Settle. So surplus, you look and T. You have to write separately. You should not join as we did in case of R hook. This is OFFER, offer. Now you have to write suffer. Before for S is there. So you write circle, Aruk and F separately like this. In case of L-hook also, this is evil. Now you have to write civil. Before vowel S is there. So you write circle, L-hook and V like this. So in case of other hooked stroke, when S comes, you have to show hook and a circle separately. When a straight stroke hooked for R comes in the middle, then in that case also you have to show the circle and the R hook separately. Example, extra. So here it is coming in the middle, ter. Before that S is there. So you have to write K, circle, R hook and T you have to write separately. Only when it comes in the beginning, perver, etc., if the circle comes, we add in the same direction as circle. But when it comes immediately, in case of straight stroke hooked for R, if S comes, you have to write the circle and the hook separately. Extra. Then mystery. M-I-S-T or Y. M, circle, R hook and T you have to write separately. Where this L-hook cannot be clearly shown in the middle of a word, in such cases the stroke L is written in full. Thus, forcible, F-O-R-C-I-B-L-E, forcible, F downward R circle. Now you cannot write ball. So what we do? We write B and L in full. Musical, M-U-S-I-C-A-L, M circle circle we cannot write, so we write K and L in full. This is kar, this is gar. Before this, if S sound comes, you write that at the Aruk side. This represents skr, this represents the sound of sgar. When the skr or sgar comes after T or D, the circle should be written with the left motion, because you see the word task. Between T and K there is S sound. We have learnt in Circular's chapter that when S comes between two consonants, two straight stroke, the circulus is written opposite to the angle formed by the two straight strokes. So we write task like this. Now we have to write tasker. So for that also if you write like this, both of them look alike. So when skr or sgar comes after T or D, the skr circle is written with the left motion. So this is task, this is tasker. When this skr or sgar comes after P and B, the rule states that you can omit the consonant R in that skr or sgar. For example, prescribe. Here skr is there. Here skr is there. So in that you omit R. Then you write per surplus K and B only. So the consonant R is omitted. This is about the chapter circle or loop preceding initial hook. Now the grammar logs grammar in this chapter. Second form of for, thin, it represents from. If you write the same thing tick, it represents ver. Sorry, very. This represents from, F-R-O-M, from. There, straight, on the line, represents T-H-E-R-E or T-H-E-I-R, there. Mer, above the line, represents more, remarked, remarked. Mer, on the line, represents mere, Mr. Nar, above the line, represents nar. Nar, on the line, represents near. Surplus, per circle, above the line, represents surprise. If you add stilo, it represents surprised. Sure, through the line is sure. If you write jar on the line, it represents pleasure. If you write der above the line, it represents they are. It represents a phrase. You practice this gram blocks by writing each outline one page each. At the same time, you write all the gram blocks that have come in the previous chapter, at least one line each. Then you have to write, after practicing the exercise 47, that is outlines, shorthand outlines are there. So as usual, I say that you have to read the shorthand outlines, copy the shorthand outlines and transcribe it. Afterwards, you check with the key that is given at the end. If you have made any mistake, correct it and then write it several times so that you will not repeat that mistake again. Next, exercise 48. You go to the key, then you will see the shorthand outlines. You read the shorthand outlines, copy the shorthand outlines and transcribe it. Then you check with the exercise 48 that is given in page 59. If you have made any mistake, please correct it, write it several times so that you will not repeat the mistake. Now I will give the dictation. Exercise 49. Please get ready. From what I know of Cedric Spring, he has no claims to supreme cleverness. Stop. It would be safer to describe him as a spruce young fellow, full stop, comma, with a very strong belief in himself. He is possibly a bit masterful in his manner, but he is the more likely to succeed because of his liking for work. Nor do I think he is in any extreme sense a pleasure seeker. Full stop. For from it, I am sure there is no more honorable fellow in the city, and it will surprise me if he fails to make a name for himself. As he lives near me, I travel with him several days a week, and I must say he has a plausible tongue which should assist him in his business. Full stop. Now, exercise 50. Please get ready for dictation. Start. We are surprised to know from your favor of the 6th of August of the extremely long delay in the delivery of the survey and Gloucestershire books. So far as we can discover, there is no very clear reason for the delay. We have looked into the case, as you may be sure, and it is still a mystery. Mr. Strong, our dispatch clerk, expressly disclaims any blame, but if possible, he will take more care with the books still to come. Full stop. He will personally supervise the addressing of the parcels. Full stop. By the way, we hope to have the new Uxbridge book ready very soon. It will be in the same style as our classical library. Thank you.